My name is Robert Hoyle, and I'm recording this video for my Info 287 class. Uh, I'm not used to recording myself doing video, so I thought it might be interesting to do kind of a vlog style format for my virtual symposium. Um, I really wanted to reflect on the ideas of the class, especially given the last lecture by Professor Michael Stevens. As always, his ideas um, really, I think, show that spirit of librarianship that um, just show what an amazing profession it is and what an amazing group of people that choose to not only work in libraries, but even the people who use libraries too. Um, and I think those amazing people are what we really focused on throughout the class. And I'd like to discuss that a little bit here. So I wanted to start by talking about my initial thoughts on what the hyperlinked library might mean. Um, when I signed up for the class, I knew it was with Professor Stevens, and I had taken his Info 200 class. And I thought, hyperlinked library, I know what a hyperlink is. Um, it must be all about technology and emerging technology. And I had this really kind of rigid um, technology. Each week maybe we'd be studying like some really brand new cutting edge technology in depth, and it might be like more like a science class. That was my mindset coming into the class. And I think um, I'm not sure if that's even what I wanted, but I knew I wanted to take another class with Professor Stevens. And I'm so glad that I did because it completely changed not just my mindset about libraries, but I think really just hearing him talk about community and the people that are involved in the library mission, um, and reading the articles and seeing the videos that we experienced throughout the semester, um, really, I think, helped me see how important people are to being the focus of libraries. Um, so I wanted to talk about how the course went beyond just learning about technology. I think the blend of, discussing not just the science of technologies and, coding and software, but I think what was highlighted, especially in the final lecture of the course, was the way that technology is the center as something that brings, or it works in the center to bring people together. So it sort of acts as that kind of magnet that pulls people together, and that so it in no way downplays the significance of technology and looking for new ways to improve and advance. But the focus should always be on people and community and how can technology amplify that. I think an example of this that stuck in my mind throughout the semester ever since learning about it was the Hunt Library at North Carolina State University. Um, I'm interested in working in an academic library. So while I liked learning about the public libraries that we did throughout the semester, um, I was always interested in thinking about how those innovative um, plans and uh, strategies that were kind of implemented to create real communities at you know any library could be kind of translated to an academic library. And I think the Hunt Library really exemplifies that through its kind of emphasis on participatory culture and a rethinking of the library, physical library space. Um, the Hunt Library, I felt was kind of the, I don't like idolize it or something, but it felt sort of like the current pinnacle of what academic libraries are doing to reshape the idea of the library, to put an emphasis on community and the people who are involved. And I think it really, to me, was the best example of the kind of core ideals of the hyperlinks library that we learned about. Um, some of the soft skills and core values of librarianship that we discussed in the class. A couple of things that came to mind were heart, people, community, listening, open mindedness, um, as well as compassion. I think those are all really important qualities, not just for librarians, but for people in general. Um, and I just think that emphasis on what libraries do as a place that people can always come to, I think that needs to always be emphasized. And this class that went from my mindset, my original thoughts about being a hardcore technology class to really emphasizing the way that we think about libraries. And um, I think that that kind of shift, once we started taking the class, really kind of took hold, and it really helped me. It helped me with my teaching that I was doing and am doing this semester. And it really, I think, it just kind of makes me just think in a different way, about just work and kind of how I want to, live my life, as cheesy as that sounds. Um, because that really is kind of the embodiment to me of the spirit of librarianship, which is that emphasis on people and community and serving one another. Um, and I just wanted to also just thank Professor Stevens for just being so kind this semester with me. And I've been going through a lot, and um, he really embodies all the traits and skills that he talks about in his lectures. He doesn't just say it, and he lives it too. And I think that really helps and means a lot. It comes through in his teaching. Um, so yeah, that's my vlog. I'm gonna try that. And thanks for listening.